I never thought I'd say this, but I'm starting to believe that YouTube can suck the life out of you. Welcome back to another episode of Knockstiff Golf. I'm Kyle. I'm just a fellow golf addict that happens to live in Anchorage, Alaska. When I'm not out on the course playing golf, you're going to find me right here talking about it. So I know what you're probably thinking. That's kind of a negative way to start the video. Well, you're not wrong. Over the course of the past 8 months that I've been doing YouTube pretty steadily, 2 videos a week, trying to pump out as much content as I can, I'm starting to realize what most people kind of consider burnout. I'm not quite to the burnout level yet. I don't quite feel that pressure. But what I am noticing is that I have a problem with my priorities. Here's a couple things that have been on my mind. And this is more of just being self-aware of what my habits and tendencies are and trying to nip them in the bud before they kind of come to fruition. So I have a self-diagnosed obsessive personality. When I find something that I enjoy doing or really like, I find myself getting obsessed with that thing until I get really good at it, or at least proficient at it, whether that was guitar when I was younger, or golf, or business, whatever it may be. Anytime that I dive headfirst into something, I have to learn everything about it, and it a lot of times consumes a lot of my free time. Well, the issue that I have right now is I've found myself consumed with about 4 different things that I'm obsessed with. That would range from videography and photography that I'm trying to get better at, golf in general I'm trying to improve at, golf content which I'm trying to generate twice a week at least for YouTube, and then just generally social media I'm trying to get better at with YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all these different medias that are required for your content to get out there. I wouldn't necessarily say an obsessive personality is negative, because usually when I get obsessed with something, it's just one thing and I'm able to just use that during my free time and it never becomes quite negative on my life. Well, while I have these 4 things that I've been obsessed with, I've noticed that my priorities have kind of changed and people that are important to me in my life have not been getting as much time as I think they deserve. That includes family, that includes my 9-to-5 job. I've just really been neglecting the important things in my life to make sure that these things are getting done that I've deemed important. So what does this kind of mean going forward for Knockstiff Golf for me? It just means a shift in priorities. Realistically, I need to be a better family man, be a better husband, be a better stepdad, and just be there and not always be using my nights and weekends to either be playing golf or trying to generate golf content. I love doing those things, but I also love my family, and those things need to always come first. Golf is just golf. It's a game that we love, but family's so much more to that, and I think we all know that. So I've come to some just simple conclusions, is that my video schedule right now at 2 videos a week coming out on Tuesday and Fridays generally is just not sustainable for the long term. So I have to break the promise that I made that I was going to put out 104 videos this year. I don't think I'll quite make that. I just don't want to be held to a schedule that I just don't think I can put out the best quality content I want to twice a week. For example, last Thursday I had a video that I needed to put out Friday. I hadn't done much for the video because I just put one out Tuesday. So I went to my stepson's baseball game. We had a great time. It was the last game of the season. A lot of times I would probably have to ditch out early to go do some recording, but I just stayed the whole time and said, you know what, the video can wait. And had a great night. I felt this overwhelming sense of freedom because I didn't feel like I had to put out a video. You could chalk some of this up maybe to laziness or a lack of commitment to the YouTube game, but essentially there's more things that are important to me than just putting out content for the sake of content. So I think realistically I'm looking at putting out a video a week. I just really want to be putting out better quality stuff. I still have my goal to get to 1,000 subscribers before next year. I'm at 416-ish right now. I think that that number can grow if I start putting out better quality content. So that's going to be kind of my goal. And with a few extra days free in my week where I'm not pumping out almost filler episodes, I think that's going to happen. Bear with me as I kind of transition through this to maybe a 1 quality video a week, and maybe sometimes it won't be always once a week. It's what I can do, and that's what I'm going to do right now. And also, a few people have pointed out that they don't really recognize the person that's on these Knockstiff videos. They said that this personality that I'm putting out is maybe not really how I am in real life. And I had to think about it, and my goal from the beginning was to make my channel all ages friendly, keep it very clean, keep it very professional. And I mean, if we're being honest, that's not always me. I like to have fun, poke fun at people, and that's why I've kind of started doing the commentary, because I wanted to inject a little bit of what I think is a sense of humor into it, and that involves, kind of jabbing people and making fun of some of the things that people take too seriously. So I think you're going to see a bit more of that in the future. I'll still try to keep it family friendly to an extent, but I'm obviously not going to go over the top with that. So I just want my real personality to come out more often, because I feel like the more sincere I am with who I am and my personality will make it easier to generate content when it's the real me coming through. So what's on the horizon now for the future with Noxtiff Golf is I think I'm going to move more towards a focus on Instagram. I'm going to be present on there like I have been, with daily posts, stories, and actually moving a lot of the YouTube content over to IGTV and really trying to build a presence there. Instagram is just easier for me. It's the social aspect, and it's been the most beneficial to me in terms of growing. So I'm going to put a little bit more time into that and a little less time into worrying about the content I'm generating for YouTube. I'm going to record when I can record, and I'm going to put out content that I feel is worthy when I can. And that's frankly just how it has to be right now, because there's other things that just have to come first. Really, I just want to thank you guys for getting me to the point where I am. I know I'm a small channel, but there's still 400 something of you guys that have pressed subscribe and have tuned in and have commented and messaged me on all the different social medias, and I really appreciate that, and I want to continue to give you guys some golf content that's based in Alaska. So if you want to see more of what I'm putting out, head over to the Instagram, give me a follow there, and you'll get to see the stories posts and highlights that I'll be putting out there pretty consistently. And if you're kind of committed to YouTube and just want to stay there, I'll be seeing you guys once a week. Thank you again for all the support you've given me. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.